Welcome in, everybody. We are all on location again with another brewery tour. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. This is one that I'm really excited for. Anybody that knows me knows my love for the Moscow Mule. And there would be no such thing without a Moscow Mule without ginger beer. This gentleman sitting to my right here happens to be the master of ginger beer here in Alabama.
The Ginger Meister.
Ginger Meister. Nice. I love it. This gentleman's name is Shane Kelly, and he is the owner of Interstellar Ginger Beer and Exploration Company. Correct? That's right. I got that right.
That's right. Nailed it.
So, that being said, you obviously see they have a space theme here that we'll show you a little bit later in this video. Right now, we are here where this young man does a lot of their brewing here at the company, and we are going to go ahead and start this video off with sampling, and then we're going to go a little bit later. But before we start diving into these beautiful, luscious beers in front of us that we're both dying to try, we have a few questions for you, man. How did you come up with the idea and concept for a ginger beer only brewing place?
Well, I've been a home brewer for years and years, right? So I started homebrewing in 2005, and I'm a molecular biologist by training. So when I started graduate school at UAB, I started brewing beers. I was thinking, if I'm going to work on yeast biology, I'm going to do what yeast do best, which is brew beer. Yeah. So I got pretty good at brewing standard beers, and eventually stumbled on ginger beer, and I was like, this is where it's at, Yeah, so I wanted to just do that, and it was like I got my first recipe down, right? So as soon as I got my second recipe down, which was ginger colada, so first contact first, right? Ginger colada second. And once I had two of them that were just nice, I was like, why not do a whole brewery with this concept, Yeah. And now we got on the table here, we got 9 different beers, and one of them's frozen.
Really? So yeah, it is, man, no doubt. So
is that the ginger colada?
Yeah, frozen ginger colada too. Yeah.
So, like, how about the space theme? Where did that come in?
Space thing came in. My business partner's named Daniel Sims, and he's like he's a good dude. He's a good dude, and he's kind of a science geek, and so am I. I mean, I'm a scientist, and he's into sci-fi, and I like sci-fi books, science fiction books, and we were just thinking, like, wouldn't it be fun to start a themed brewery that was science fiction based, and had like a little character going around the galaxy as a redhead, selling ginger beer to aliens, That's awesome. They were like, sold, let's do it.
Dude, I think the main thing I like about this, man, is the fun thing. You know what I'm saying? It is. And then it's no joke, he's got his wife works here as well. They actually have comic book pictures out in the lobby here of the location, which you guys will see in just shortly, which I think is genius. And I get the hint, ginger beer, redhead, interstellar travel, selling to aliens. Yeah, I like all that. Yeah. Another thing I was going to ask you is, you also have live music here. How many nights a week is that?
So tonight we have it. You can hear it in the background potentially. It's open mic night, first Thursday of the month. But then every Friday we have live music from 8 to 10 p.m.
Beautiful.
Well, something I was just kind of get back to where you said how it all began. I actually talked to one of your guys earlier, and he was talking about that your 1-year anniversary is coming up. So, that's a pretty big thing, man. When you start off, I know these things get, you have to kind of start somewhere, and whenever you can finally hit an anniversary, those are big deals. Those are big benchmarks of what you're trying to do, and so that's pretty cool, man. So you guys do anything special for that day?
Yeah, we have 3 bands coming out. We're going to have a cornhole tournament. I got 2 special beer releases. One is called Peach Me, I'm Dreaming. It's a peach ginger beer. And the other one is called Strawberry Kenobi. For Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
It was going to be a wasabi flavored ginger beer, which sounds amazing, right? It's terrible. So we switched it to strawberry instead because the wasabi was just disgusting.
It didn't work. It did
not work at all.
Hey,
it tasted like rotten peas.
You would never know unless you tried.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, do I understand all your beer is gluten free? Is that correct?
Yep. All of our beer is gluten free, man.
Hear that, people? You guys, the gluten kick. This man right here's the man to see.
I've got one guy that has gout. And he comes over here and he tells me when he goes and drinks regular beer, he wakes up in the morning and his feet are killing him, right? He drinks my ginger beer and he's fine.
Beautiful.
I've heard that before. I've heard that by a lot. Actually, a few people. Because I work in bar and restaurants for many years, and I've heard people say they get gout, and they just heard it just been killing. And they said, you know, you won't be able to drink ginger. So I was like, really? And they said, yeah, I'm serious. It definitely helps. So that's unique that the beer, the guy can get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, there's some kind of like anti-inflammatory in ginger that seems to be really nice for people.
I got a question for you. Can we find your beer anywhere in stores yet, or just here locally?
Yeah, bars and restaurants carry us as well as grocery stores. So the Piggly Wigglies carry us right now in a 4-pack First Contact right now, and a bunch of them that have Draft to Go also have us on Draft to Go.
So if people wanted to reach you on Facebook, what would they look at? Or anywhere they want to contact you about the brewery in general.
Yeah, type in Interstellar Ginger Beer into your search engine or on Facebook, you'll find us.
Beautiful. So with that being said, we're about to dive straight into these. I'm going to let you lead the way. You tell us what you want to start with.
So you'll start with First Contact. This beer right here. That's our flagship ginger beer. 6.9% ABV. Ginger and lemon are the flavors of this.
People that never really drank ginger beer, I always get that same sensation with ginger beer as I do. Like it's got a little bit of a tang to it. It's got a tang that you feel it in your nose, sort of. It's kind of hard to explain. If you never drank a ginger beer, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But you can definitely feel it. That definitely has it. And I can definitely taste it does have some kick to it. 6.9. That's more than you got as your standard Bud Light drinkers. You're the 4.7 of the world. Yeah, no, that's very clean. Very refreshing, smooth tasting.
And you would think I had 6.9 now.
That's good.
That's great.
Yeah, pretty smooth. All right, so now I'll do this one, Interstellar Hurricane. So it's our first contact with passion fruit juice, making it
you can smell it.
Some kind of a modified hurricane you find on Urban Street.
Oh wow, yeah. You guys can smell this right now. It smells clean, refreshing, like fruity smell to it. You know what? It tastes just like it smells. It's got that same, it's got that fruity taste. Still has a little bit of the tang at the back end.
Yeah.
But it's still got that fresh, fruity, just like the taste. I mean, just like the smell.
That's a really refreshing beer.
It's real refreshing, yeah.
Good for a hot day.
Always behind that. All right, which way do we go now? Yeah, that's definitely.
All right, go with this one, Space Mule. That's a Moscow Mule inspired ginger beer. So it's more spicy and it's got lime juice. That's
something we all love. Is Moscow Mule. So normally, that's the thing. Whenever we're normally sitting around doing, trying to come up with ideas, or we're about to do our filming, let's normally what we're sipping on Moscow Mules, or we find a good craft beer that we really like. So, yeah.
That tastes like a Moscow Mule. I mean, it really does. If you had it, you know what I'm saying? The thing about it is it's the reason I like Moscow Mules is, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, like I'm not alcoholic, but they sneak up on you because they're so good. They got that lime, just a little bit of lime, and then a little bit of the alcohol with the mixture of the two is why I like Moscow Mules. It's a smooth, good, refreshing drink. But they'll sneak up on you though. You'll be thinking, I don't really think that bad. And they sneak it over like that out. That is a very good. That's my favorite so far.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right, what we got over here is the regular ginger colada. So go ahead and try that. Ginger colada is our first contact recipe, but I add pineapple juice, coconut flavoring, as well as, I think that's it. That's what I add to it. Yeah. That's right. Pineapple juice and coconut flavor.
Again, just like it smells.
So reminiscent of the beach, if you're out there with the lawn chair or whatever on the beach, hanging out, you need this beer.
Yeah. Hey, that is good. Wow. That's probably your
favorite.
I'll
be honest with you, this might be my favorite.
I knew. I could tell. See, he lived in Florida Keys and Alvarado, man, or on the beach. So, what kind of drinks right there he loves?
Yeah, something like this, man. It's definitely the biggest thing. I mean, you're definitely getting the pina colada flavor.
Again, it tastes just like it smells. It's a good thing, but you definitely taste like the pina colada.
Yeah. Well, when you smell it, the crazy thing is when you smell that, it actually you get the smell of the pineapple, but then when you taste it, you get more of the coconut.
Yeah, definitely.
Crazy how that works.
Yeah. All right, now do the frozen one now. It's the same beer, but it's frozen. So frozen ginger beer water. It's supposed to be like you know, a frozen tropical drink.
It is. It does taste. It does taste similar to that, but you can definitely tell the texture's changed about cold.
And it's not carbonated. It's not carbonated either.
Yeah.
I like.
Wow.
Yeah, I like the natural one a little bit.
So here, yeah, you definitely could drink this on the bitch.
Yeah. That question: how do you keep that chilled like that, and serve it like that?
Put it in a slushy machine.
Okay, so you run it straight through the slush machine.
Yeah, we just put it inside the slushy machine and slushes up.
Okay.
You know, just like you'd see at a gas station.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's unique. That's probably the first time I've ever seen a beer served like that ever. That's
Yeah,
unique.
that's the
How did
first
you come up with
time.
that? You just made this and then said,
Well, I'm a subscriber to Wine Monthly, which is a for winemakers, and they give me all kinds of weird ideas that are in the wine industry, and some wineries have done this out in Napa. And so I was like, well, we can do this.
it's perfect. I mean, it's that frozen. It's good. It's good. It is. I'm surprised, man. Like this is like I'm sitting here thinking, how is he gonna make ginger beers creative? And then I'm like, hell, I get here and I'm finding out now.
Yeah, well, that was my thought.
I was like, how is this dude gonna do this?
Well, you know, you go to the store, you buy some ginger beer, and you have like certain expectations of what you think. And that's what I told him. I said, this is going to be probably the most unique brewery you've ever seen.
I was really wondering like, how he does it.
Yeah.
You find out when you get here.
Yeah, you get different flavors.
And the smell, dude, like you can. It's got the ginger. You can tell there's ginger in it. But the ginger's not like another thing. Like a lot of the ginger beers I'm drinking fast. It's got too much ginger. Like it tastes like the buffalo a lot of ginger ale. Yeah. It just eats you up, spicy. Yeah. It's like a back into your throat and your nose. Dude, this is not like that at all.
We do not use any spices in our beers. Some people use spices to make it spicy. Yeah. Ginger's hard to get really spicy, man. Like that's base milk. That's all ginger, baby. It's a lot of it.
Alright, who will go next?
Alright, let's go with the Martian Mojito. So this Mojito-inspired ginger beer, Mojito being the classic bar drink made with lime and mint.
That's actually, whenever I lived in South Florida, I mean, mojito, that's what they go with. And that's actually something I always love to make, fresh, out of fresh lime and mint. So it takes a lot of work to do a good mojito. So this might be my top of pinnacle.
You were going to love that, though.
So we grow that mint ourselves at my business partner's office building in Trustwood. We harvest the mint. Last time I made a batch, I made a 200-gallon batch, and I had about 6 pounds of mint, which is a huge humongous garbage bag full of it. We made basically a mint tea and put that in the refrigerator.
That's great. That's fresh mint.
Dude, I'll tell you, that's a special man.
Yeah.
He makes mojitos like nobody's business. I knew as soon as I drank that, I could still hear him. I love that. That's fantastic. Where do we go from there?
Alright, let's continue with Gingerita.
Oh, no way.
Gingerita is a margarita-inspired ginger beer. It's actually made with space mule and a beer you haven't had yet called Sunspot.
So you just mix the two?
We mix the two, and sometimes we do a salt rim here at the brewery for customers.
Oh, wow.
And it's a really nice beer for that. So the Sunspot is like our... what is that, orange liqueur you put in?
Yeah.
Margaritas? I forget what that's called. But anyway, so that would be that, and then the Sunspot is kind of like rounded out. Really tastes kind of like a margarita.
So this and the Moscow Mule. Yeah. And what's the official name one more time?
It is called Gingerita. Interstellar Gingerita.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a tapper only beer.
Might be my favorite. It's gonna be close.
Alright, so we're gonna move on to Sunspot. So this is our Mountain Dew inspired ginger beer. Really, it was limoncello inspired. Because some woman was like, why don't you make a lemony first contact? And I was like, no. If I want to make a lemon beer, I'm gonna make a limoncello beer. I'm gonna do it right. But then that became a lemon, lime, and orange cello, and so we got like all three of those flavors, and it just came out like a Mountain Dew. Unbelievable.
Dude, it does.
It's definitely got a Mountain Dew kind of flavor to it. It sure does. It really does. You taste that.
You come up with this stuff, brother.
And sometimes,
What's going on up there?
we just get lucky. You know? We try to do stuff, and we just like keep on doing it, experimenting. We just get lucky, and then we got a beer.
This made it so unique. Like I can't even start that.
Oh yeah.
Most unique.
I know, man.
we've
My
had.
wheels are turning. I'm thinking of all these different questions. I want to just ask him. I mean, I really want to just, you know.
I can sit here for 5 hours and ask this thing.
Oh, I know, right?
Where did you come up with this
Right,
thing?
bro.
I mean, where do we go from here? I'm excited.
All
What
right,
else?
let's do this one right here. It's called Andromeda Ambrosia, which
Andromeda
is
Ambrosia?
yeah, which is a 6.9% ABV hibiscus and bitter orange peel ginger beer. That's what I'm drinking right here. It's my favorite beer of the week right now.
Really? Get you a little shot of that there, brother. Yeah. That'll put hair on your chest right there, brother.
Like, do you think because it's like a little bit bitter than other stuff? Or
No, it's got that ginger beer like the
got
burn,
the
like
ginger.
almost like how the Alabaster mule does.
This, like to me, like these, a lot of these are fun, refreshing, clean. That's a man's beer. Right
yeah,
there.
that's serious.
Yeah,
That's serious.
that's not
Yeah.
that's not playtime.
That's
right
almost
there.
kind of like how like a really good wine is. I mean, it's got like a flavor, you know, the sweet. It's got the sweet, but you can tell the kick.
Dude.
How much? What did you say?
6.9.
6.9.
Is that what is your highest?
6.9.
6.9.
Yeah.
Okay. That is what a man. That is a man. That's not like you don't just play around with it, right?
Speaking of man's beers, I've got this one's called Zeppelin 8s. Zeppelin 8s is a lemongrass ginger beer, and it's dry hop with Sriracha 8s hops, which is a Japanese hop.
Wow.
We may have saved the best for last. That's got a clean. It's like it hits you, brother, but it ain't no linger. You know, it just hits you. That's damn good. That may be my favorite beer. That might be my favorite beer in all of this.
That's good. Like I said, you don't get all the flavors and different things like that with this one. So it's just a good, clean taste.
Where did you come up with that concept?
So I figured lemongrass and ginger would go well together, and that's basically like Asian cuisine, you know. And then so I wanted to do a lemongrass beer, but I've had a beer called Brooklyn Sriracha Ace. You ever had Brooklyn beer up in New York? Yeah, so they have a beer called Sriracha Ace, which is basically an IPA made with just Sriracha Ace hops. And I remember that beer. I love that beer so much, and I was like, a lemongrass beer with that Sriracha Ace just blend so well, and it really did. It really came out well.
How in the world where did you find that at? I mean, like the ingredients. Yeah.
Oh, the Sriracha Ace, you can order that on the internet.
Okay.
Lemongrass, you know, anywhere.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know where you got that from.
You can get dried lemongrass and make a tea. That's what I basically did. I made a lemongrass tea, and I burned it with ginger.
Yeah, that's good. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm kind of shocked, dude. Like, I was just wondering, like, how this guy's gonna be a mad scientist to blend all these flavors and put it in ginger beer. First of all, you gotta have grass to try that, just to try it.
Yeah.
And then to craft it down to when you get it down to a science, to open up a brewery off of it and make it work.
Hey,
Yeah.
this one right here, I'm talking about mad scientists. This one glows in the dark.
What?
Yeah,
Are you
glows in
kidding
the
me?
dark. Yeah.
Wow.
UV light, it glows.
Wow.
Y'all get some pictures of that later.
Dude,
That's the one we need to get a lot of good pictures put on the website.
Dude, we've drank tons of beers. We've done brewery tours and tons of beers on our show. But I have to say, very few times I've been at a loss for words. This is one of those times.
Yeah.
Like I can't explain like what I've just drank here. Like you go to a place and you get a thing, you know, and you know this is a style, you know this is a lager. I come in here, brother, we're on our heels the whole time.
That's because you get trained to the same. I mean, don't be wrong. Every brewery is unique, and that's what we were talking about before. Is every brewery you go to has its own theme, has its own idea, has its own identity, and everyone is like a tight knit community. Everybody just is out for the same goal, you know. And then you come in here, you're thinking, okay, we already knew this was going to be creative, but man, to me, you get blown away by what the flavors are. And the different tastes, because you're not going for like peanut butter porter here. It wouldn't seem to work, you know. And that's something that I was noticing. Something I want to ask the questions about a little bit more was just the process, and maybe here shortly we can maybe go over that and some of the different flavors now these have been kind of came up with because man, it's incredible to see someone take ginger beer and do so much with it. So just kudos to you with that.
Just the guts. I mean,
it takes a lot. It takes a bold attitude to be able to try it.
I don't know anybody, any of our friends, who just goes to the beer, goes to the store and buys ginger beer. Not one. But I guarantee you, if we lived out here, I don't know any of my friends who wouldn't be able to buy here on the regular.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, so much.
That's a really good point, though, because like we do see like it's hard to get traction in places, but once we do, it just starts going crazy.
Well, let me ask you something though too. You know, like I said, I've been a bartender for about 16 years. So I got a question. Like I said, I had been introduced to the Moscow Mule, and I thought, well, this is awesome. You know, I loved it. It was refreshing. It was a great thing. So it seems like that you'd be able to do. You know, I know that some of these are cocktail flavored beers, but it seems like it would all kind of change the flavor. If you want to make like a Moscow Mule out of each of these, it seems like it would still work. You know, you put the vodka in it, just work.
You know, and if bars have our stuff on tap, we definitely encourage them to do flavorful. Because we would love them to sell more of our stuff.
I'll tell you this, I'll be stopping by and get me. I'll put it to the test by George.
That's what I'm saying. You can get all the different flavors.
Yes.
One hell of a Moscow Mule.
What was the last one I drank? That would make it killer Moscow. Yeah, a killer Moscow. All right, man. We're going to close this section of the film down. Thank you so much, brother. I'm telling you, we got a little bit more to do here.
Yeah.
All right, as you can see, we've moved locations out here where this young man has his. What would you call it? Is it a tasting room or
My spaceship.
your spaceship?
Spaceship. I like it.
Hey, he's not joking when he says this. Everything is interstellar out there. And everything's got spaceship things. This young man, I'm telling you, I can't explain how unique this place is. It's because he's a mad scientist. And that's the bottom line.
We're just drinking gingeritas. So,
Gingeritas.
What's the different drink, man? You don't have that at any other brewery.
So, can you explain and tell the camera, tell everybody how you came up with the space thing out here for this way? Where did this concept go from?
All right, so basically we're going as inexpensive as possible because we're nearly broke and we're starting this place, right? We're starting with plastic fermenters on wheels. What you saw on the back was stuff we were able to save money for, right? So we're like, what looks space themed and also is inexpensive? Aluminum tin sideways, boom, nailed it. That's how they made all the best sci-fi movies, man.
That's true.
That's right. That's right.
He's definitely nailed that space thing out here, no doubt.
Unique setting. Everything's kind of just the camaraderie out here. Everybody seems to be having a good time. You know, got live music out here, so it's a good feel. We've just got a great feel of everybody just kind of having a great time.
Well, the reason we're out here right now is because we got a break in the music. Because normally he's got live music going on, so we had to hustle up, get this interview in. But the space theme, great ginger beer. How many brews do you have on tap total?
We got 10 normally. Yes, we got 10 different ginger beers on tap. 2 of them are frozen, and one of them glows in the dark.
Did you hear that? This man has a glow-in-the-dark beer, which we will see in a little bit. I've already drank one.
This one will actually glow in the dark too a little bit.
I love it.
Yeah, the gingerita will glow a little bit.
Now, question: people in or around Birmingham area, what is the address of this place? If they want to come out and see it.
260 Regency Park Drive, Alabaster, Alabama.
Very easily to find, right off 65, not too far. Thank you for the interview out here, brother.
Yeah,
Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. We've moved on a little bit here in our brewery tour, and we are back here with Machine Gun Kelly, and we got a few questions for him. Everybody knows what's going on in the news about Machine
Reckless
Gun Kelly.
Kelly. Reckless Kelly.
Reckless Kelly,
Yeah.
the mad scientist. All right, so what could possibly be different that makes this beer different than any other beer that we've had or we've tried on this show?
Yeah, process, what you guys are doing.
Process-wise, you guys are doing something that nobody else is doing.
Okay, so when you mash in with beer, right, you mash with hot water and barley, right, and that's standard, right? I don't do that. So basically what they're doing with hot water and barley is they're making sugar water that tastes like malt, right? Well, I don't do that step, and I just put sugar in the boil kettle, and then I boil it.
So it's a whole step.
I don't mash.
Okay.
That's basically the thing. Sugar is my sugar source, right? So cane sugar, and then also ginger. Ginger also gets fermented. So that's what makes ginger beer.
Okay, so you're kind of skipping a step, but then you're also still kind of accomplishing what that step is. Okay.
Yeah, but then like we have another step at the end, right, which is finishing the beer. So instead of just carbonating it up, I need to add back sugar, right? So it's called back sweetening. That's what wineries do. So I back sweeten the beer. It tastes like dry white wine at that point, right? So I back sweeten the beer, and then on top of that, I flavor it with whatever I need to flavor it with. Right?
Okay. So later in the process, you're really putting that whatever fruit or whatever.
For some of the beers, right? So for some of those tea beers that we had earlier, those I got to make the tea first and ferment the tea, right? Okay. But then for other beers, like the ginger colada, I add the stuff after. You know? So I make like a ginger beer, and then I add flavor to it after, before I carbonate it.
So basically, you're replacing steps. So you're taking one out.
It's like taking one out and adding another one at the end, pretty much. And some breweries might need to do some post-processing stuff too, right? I mean, I don't know what they'd be doing. You know, maybe add some cocoa nibs or run it through more hops, or maybe it's dry. You know, but in this case, it's like a slightly different post-production.
Who were some of your inspirations into getting going? Anybody sticks out in your mind?
This is not like this is not a brewery you just kind of take the same plan from and go from. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of the same process I'm sure that you gotta learn from. This is it's completely different.
Have y'all ever done Blue Pants Brewing Company?
We haven't. We've been there, but we haven't done the show there yet.
Okay. So I saw Blue Pants when they first started, and Blue Pants started up in a shoebox. I mean, it was the smallest brewery you could ever see, and Mike was nice enough to take me, my buddy Evan, on a tour of the place. And I mean, it was so small, and his mom and dad scooping out grain from the mash tun and stuff. And I was just like, wow, you know, if you can do it like this on such a small scale, then I can do it too. And I was destined to do it. At some point, I just had to find the right, I didn't know what I was going to look like, but I wasn't married to how I was going to look. But I found the right business partner, and then we just found the right spot, and then handled it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow, that is great.
Dude, that's a cool story.
Yeah, it is.
Because, I mean,
they're a tight-knit group. You know, that's one thing we've learned a lot about breweries. They're everyone kind of helps each other, and that's something rare in business in general. And to be able to learn something from something that from them, and to be able to go on and do your own thing. And like I said, that's the best thing about this brewery is it's unique, it's different, and you got your own spin on something a lot of people are doing, but no one's doing this. And you know, I don't even know where anybody else in the country, how many breweries would actually do this.
Is there a number?
What do you know the number that possibly that you guys are?
Okay, so I know of a guy in Asheville, North Carolina. It's called Ginger's Revenge. I know of 2 or 3 other ones in New England that are doing only ginger beer. But other than that, that's all I know that are only doing ginger beer and that actually have their own production. Like it's not like a commercial. What's it called when like you pay other people to make your stuff? It's contract.
Outsourcing.
It's not a contract brew situation, right? They have their own spot, and it's just for ginger beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, look, I mean, that's another thing, and that's got something you guys need to really, take in consideration here. If you live in this area, or even off, you're not going to find a brewery like this anywhere. You know, unless you plan on driving across country, you definitely need to come to this place, especially if you're a beer connoisseur. You need to get down here and check this place out because there's a lot of unique, different beers you're never going to try anywhere else. And
one thing, I mean, even if you don't like ginger beers, if you're a beer connoisseur, you're not doing yourself justice by if you don't come and at least try some beer. I'm telling you.
That's right. You can't say that you are a beer connoisseur unless you've been to a place like this.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about it, man. What you do here is unique. It's fantastic, man. I can't thank you enough for having us in. This was real. Yeah, we were about to go drink a whole lot more of these.
We do appreciate it.
We're going to drink a whole lot more of these bad boys, brothers. I'm just letting you know. Guys, this is a Real in a Beer. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the bell to sign up for the notifications when we drop new videos. Machine Gun Kelly, Mike,
Reckless,
Boss. I'm just kidding, folks. Have a good night.